Let us now take a look at the structure of an anonymous block. The anonymous block consists of three sections. The declaration section, which starts with the declare keyword and ends at the begin keyword. In this section, you declare all the variables to be used within your block. You can declare variables which can be based on simple data types, variables based on advanced data types, cursors, etc. We will talk about data types, cursors in detail later in the course, but for now, for illustration purposes, I have declared a number variable called lCounter. Some of you coming from Java or C# background are used to putting the data type first, followed by the name of the variable. But in PL SQL, the order is reversed, something to take note of. Another thing I wanted to point out was that in PL SQL, all lines have to end with a semicolon character. This is with the exception of the declare, begin, and exception keywords for the exception handler lines like when, others, then over here, or for beginning constructs of conditional statements and loops, which I will point to you as we talk about those. You still need to put a semicolon after the end keyword to mark the end of the anonymous block. Next, we have the execution section, which starts with the begin keyword. This is the main body of the anonymous block and consists of executable lines of code like SQL statements, numerical calculations, etc. Here I have assigned the variable we declared earlier a value of 1. Notice that the assignment operator is a colon equal to sign, which is kind of unusual. In Java or C#, it is the equals operator. In PL SQL, the equals operator is a comparison operator. Most of the other operators like greater than, less than, etc. are the same with other languages, but I will keep pointing you the other differences as we go along. The last section is the exception or error handling section. Here we can handle different kind of errors. We will talk about exception handling in detail later, but for now, to understand this code, when others is a catch-all exception handler, which traps any exception if there is no specific exception handler defined for that error in the exception block. The anonymous block ends with the end keyword. Of these sections, only the execution section is required. The declaration and exception sections are optional. So you can just have a block which starts with a begin and ends with an end keyword. But I do not see much use of a block with no declared variables to work with.